Okay, listen up, everybody. We're going up against a team tonight that I'm way too familiar with. And before we go out there, I want to make sure that we're all on the same page about what we need to do to win this game. So here's the plan. They are a great transition team. We have to get back on defense, and we cannot turn the ball over. So let's go out there and do what we do.
Yeah, man.
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. You look at the Clippers. They've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
Checking out Los Angeles. This team clearly has been in the mix with the rest of the top teams in the league so far.
Yeah, this is a team you can pencil in for the playoffs right now, but the key will be just seeing how far they can go this year.
And the Clippers starting five. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Carroll in at the three, the small forward. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Crawford outside. It's hauled in by Diaw. Kicks it out to Paul. From the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Shake and Bake, defended by Paul. Here's Shake and Bake, nails the wide-open jump shot.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Paul outside. Pass to Carroll. Back to Paul. Uncovered. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A little overeager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you've got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
Here's Shake and Bake. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And no question, you look at his assist totals. I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing of really spreading that ball around.
High post try, and the Spurs scoring again.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Paul goes in. Crawford, no one around him. And another three for the Clippers.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
For San Antonio, they've gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Shake and Bake. He has 7. The three. Tries again. He lays it in.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The drive by Paul, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Clippers, 3 spots below.
You know, I think for the Clippers, they've been playing some winning basketball here in the early going. I like what I've seen. They've showed no signs of slowing down. from last season.
Well, this is a team that knows itself and knows what it's capable of. They've just got to keep working and continuing to improve.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play. Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good. Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers. He's off on the second. The Clippers trail. Here's Crawford. Rejected by Ginobili. Pass to Leonard. Offensive rebound. Back to Ginobili. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No good from Shake and Bake. LA has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The feed to Carroll. Griffin kicks to Crawford. Now the pass to Carroll. There's the dish to Paul. 6 to shoot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Leonard dishes to Ginobili. Lays it up and banks it in. Ginobili's got his first basket of the night.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Paul kicks to Hawes. He's looking for Griffin and finds him, and it's rejected. Here's Shake and Bake. The second chance effort, and Leonard with the lay-in. Leonard's got his first points in this one.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Paul passes to Crawford. They set the pick. And Hawes kicks to Paul. And he feeds it to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Paul with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, every ticket tonight has a chance to win some cash. $1 million, that is. We'll be announcing the raffle later in the game.
And a chance here to check out some of the numbers for Chris Paul. 9th in steals. And, of course, passing, such a big part of his game. One of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And, Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
No good from Shake and Bake. Clippers trail by 4. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Paul dishes to Crawford. Paul outside. To the right side. Here's Carroll. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Here's Shake and Bake, and he banks in the lane. Shake and Bake's got 9.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
The drive by Paul.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, he had a lot of success at the free throw line in their last game.
He really did. He didn't waste any of those chances when he got them.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
A different look now for San Antonio. Anderson comes in for Splitter. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Clippers. Reddick comes in for Jamal Crawford.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Feeds it to Leonard. Stolen by Dudley. Paul with the ball. 26 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. I mean, he was initiating contact and really hunting those whistles from the referees.
4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. The score now all even.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
That is good. And 12 points for Shake and Bake.
He has really put his foot on the pedal. this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
To the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
At the elbow, Green floats one up, and it's good.
As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
Now here's Redick. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Heat, that's for sure. He took good advantage of that screen. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Shake and bake, and again it's San Antonio with a three.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Paul right side. And here's Redick. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing, and Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Redick.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it, moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Tony Parker's checked in for San Antonio. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Farmar's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Here's Shake and Bake. 15 points in the game.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Shake and Bake. He's up to 15 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And, Kevin, they played such terrific defense in that game. It took a lot of pressure off them at the other end of the court.
Yeah, and you can't just pick 1 or 2 players out who stood out defensively. There was plenty of credit to go around.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the wing on the left. Redick for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's got 17, and he gets the bucket. Shake and Bake's got 19 points. Redick up top. Pass to Hawes. Picked away. Here's Shake and Bake. No luck. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching.
On tap this Wednesday, November 25th. Tony Parker and the San Antonio Spurs go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Don't miss it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's Excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
Los Angeles has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Corey Joseph. Anderson is out there with Splitter, then it's Green, and it's Parker in at the point guard position. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Spurs shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, shake and bake in the last matchup against the Nets really lit up the floor. He picked up 18 points, and a lot of his contribution coming from the charity stripe as he was drawing fouls. A performance like this is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. Will we get another one tonight, guys?
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. And the shot is good.
Splitter with the shot.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Farmar passes to Redick. Down low. And Farmar gets it to go on the assist from Redick. Farmar's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Clippers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Outside Jordan. He dishes it to Redick. There's the pick. Jordan with a screen on Parker. And here's Dudley for 3. It's hauled in by Tony Parker.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then get...
Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Los Angeles with some changes. Los Angeles. Leading by 6. Paul kicks to Griffin. It's Crawford on the wing. From the arc. Mills with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Shake and Bake, guarded by Crawford. Shake and Bake. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
We're at the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs. 5th, the Clippers.
A great teamwork and great schemes at both ends of the floor. You're seeing that from each of these clubs. So and this is what defense is all about.
Well, I know we're not too far along in the season yet, Kevin, but let's see how the Clippers have done so far in the league rankings. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 2nd in opponent field goal percentage. And they also show up as a top 5 team in steals. Young, aggressive, and athletic, getting into the passing lanes.
And Clark, you know, because you become a much better offensive team. You're constantly getting looks at the basket, and your defense isn't vulnerable either because you're able to get back in transition so much easier. You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
And the shot is good. Shake and Bake's got 4. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Crawford dishes to Wilcox. He kicks it to Hawes. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Leonard, no luck.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Banked in off the glass. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Mills. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And a moment here to look at some numbers for Griffin. He's around 22 points per game, 11 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game with the way he can score.
Yeah, you got to have players like him who can occasionally just take over the game with their scoring.
The first one falls.
Even though they're trailing, they're on the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
And both free throws good for Mills.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
And that's going to be a travel.
Bravo. San Antonio ball.
A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Dishes to Leonard. To the paint. Spurs passing it around. And that one's good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Shot denied. And he's able to get it back. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
Paul left side. Rebound San Antonio. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Well, if this is a matchup that feels familiar, it's because it is. And just last season, they were knocked out of the conference semis by this club.
LA has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. In the corner, it's Crawford. Plenty of space. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 6th assist on the night.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that. You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Crawford, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Crawford's got 9 points in the quarter.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Mills passes to Shakenberg. Kicks it to Ginobili. Takes the 3. Sticks another. 3 more from Shakenberg. Shakenberg's got 30 points.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his 3-point attempts.
Crawford, no luck. 1 second left. Tie game in San Antonio. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, is it really that many points? I guess it is if you say so. I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting them. If I start counting points now, the rest of the games is going to get away from me. So I'm chilling.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
That have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot. Very respectable. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
There's Shake and Bake. The layup off target.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Carroll kicks to Paul. Crawford outside. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. From the baseline. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Spurs trail by 4. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And that one's good. And that's now 33 points for Shake and Bake.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
The drive by Paul, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Here's Shake and Bake, guarded by Crawford. Ginobili the pass to Shake and Bake. And Paul over to help. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists, a record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz. Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And it's blocked. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Carroll. He's covered by Leonard. Paul left side. Beyond the arc. That drops. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Shake and Bake. Goes back up. Splitter. That's good. Splitter's got 6.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Now here's Redick, guarded by Green. Jordan dishes to Paul. But they recover it. Clock is at 3. Tries again. Redick with the bucket. He's got 11. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Shake and Bake. He's got 36. 18 feet out. Another one falls for San Antonio. The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Heat in Miami.
That was a tough game for them to lose, guys, because they really played well throughout the game.
I agree there, but despite the result, I think they can definitely take some positives away from it.
For 3, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
L.A. has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Griffin down low. He's guarded by Diaw. They get it back. Paul, no one around him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 22 points for Chris Paul.
Hey, listen up. we got to push the ball, all right? First thing we got to do is rebound. And then I want everybody getting out. Fill the lanes, pass the ball ahead, and let's get some easy baskets. We can beat this team down the floor.
San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Dudley comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Farmar in for Chris Paul. Spurs trail by 3. Parker passes to Shake and Bake. From deep. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Farmar kicks to Griffin. Shoots from 12. Again, Griffin missing.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Shake and bake. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Los Angeles leading by 3. Farmar dishes to Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Dudley the pass to Jordan. And that is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Fires from the line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 43 points for Shake and Bake. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's...
San Antonio with the rebound. Splitters got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively.
An elementary shot. He looked a little nervous on that release.
And Dudley kicks to Farmar. There's a screen. Leonard against Jordan. Redick with the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Back to Parker. Pass to Shake and Bake. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Griffin against Green. Fades, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Nice shooting.
Love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chances.
You're up. Let's go.
9 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And Parker, here we go. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Parker's got it back down to within single digits for San Antonio.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And, you know, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Clippers lead by 9. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And our State Farm assist to the game replay. Great offensive play. 1 of 8 assists on the night that we've seen from Chris Paul.
And you got to love that play, guys, but it's been one after another for him all game long. He just has that uncanny awareness of where his teammates are on the court all the time.
And San Antonio shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Shake and Bake in at point guard. Ginobili out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
At the line for your Spurs, Boris Diaw. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Diaw. And Diaw drops them both. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Crawford. Stolen by Joseph. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Ginobili leading the charge, using his post move to get the 2 points.
What a play to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Crawford outside. Pass to Carroll. And there's the feed to Hawes. Here's Paul. There's the dish to Griffin. Clock at 4. Hawes, no luck. Spurs trail by 5. Here's shake and bake. Ginobili outside. With the teardrop, and he gets it to go.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. The drive by Paul. And Carroll gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
The shot's good from shake and bake.
Wow. What can you say?
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. All up top. And there's the pass to Griffin. Back to Paul. He feeds it to Hawes. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
They set the pick. Here's shake and bake. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Carroll dishes to Paul. Feeds to Crawford. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a switch. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's shake and bake. Puts it up from 15, and he gets it to go. Shake and bake's got 48.
Well, with his team struggling, he is taking it upon himself to get them back into this game.
There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Paul over to help. Leonard on the wing. Passes to shake and bake. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ginobili. Up and in from the low block. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead. Here's Paul. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. There's a good screen. Cannot hit. Nice D from shake and bake. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They've brought it close right now.
Picked by Griffin. Here's Carroll. He's guarded by Diaw. Crawford, no luck.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
The offensive rebound. Splitter, that's good. And that ties it up.
Love the way he fought for that putback. You know, he's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
It's an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Dishes it to Griffin. Kicks it out to Paul, looking to end the drought. They grab their own miss. The shot's good from Jordan.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out. These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
That's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboards. Well done.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Lets it go from 14. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Shot from 16. Good on the shot. 50 points for Shake and Bake. The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Crawford drives in, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there. The Spurs have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Doubled by Crawford. Ginobili the pass to Diaw. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Shake and Bake. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
He dishes it to Paul. Kicks it out to Crawford. Shoots. That one a little long. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Shake and Bake. Goes up on the wing. Good. Shake and Bake's got 52 points. Clippers with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Crawford.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. He kicks to Carroll. No one near him. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Shake and Bake passes to Leonard. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Clippers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Paul dishes to Crawford. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Drills the baseline jumper. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Shake and Bake. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open. Just couldn't take advantage.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. Kicks it to Paul. Another steal.
They've now yielded 6 points off turnovers in this quarter, guys.
And as a result, no surprise, their lead is starting to melt away. I mean, they've got to make it simple. Make the simple play. Don't try to make a hero or spectacular play.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Paul kicks to Crawford. Outside Griffin. Second chance shot. To the left wing. Jordan inside. Diaw on him. And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, he looked confident, didn't he? Stepping to the foul line and knocking down a couple.
Shake and Bake. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. So both teams changing it up here. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Blake, tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a